It is a big day in Canada. The sports scene dominated by Brooks Brigade cheering for their favorite Canadian star.
Please welcome from Smith Falls, Ontario, Brooke Henderson.
20-year-old here in Canada trying to win their national championship. It hasn't been done since 1973. A Canadian star having that trophy right there. So Brooke getting her final round underway, starting the day under gray skies, cool, might rain a little bit, up by 1, and just a few moments ago, this for birdie to get it to 16 under par. She has talked about trying to win this all week. She has dreamed of winning this since she was a little girl, and maybe on her way to doing just that. A little bit of history today in Canada. 6 years ago, the pride of Canada, Brooke Henderson, played in her first CP Women's Open.
This one is really special. It's kind of like the 6th major for me on the LPGA Tour.
Now, at 20 years old, she is a major champion and a 6-time winner on tour, but is still searching for a win in her country's national championship.
The win at home in Canada is definitely a dream for me.
Thousands have turned out in Saskatchewan to see if that dream can become a reality.
Hopefully before my career is over, I will hoist that trophy.
Golf Channel and the LPGA Tour proudly present the season-long race to the CME Globe. From Regina, Saskatchewan, it's final round coverage of the CP Women's Open. Great history to this event, dates back to 1973, and that is the year a Canadian won it. It hasn't taken place since. So this national championship bringing them out in full force. Sung-Hyun Park, the top player in the world, won it last year. This time around, for the first time, Wascana Country Club is the site. And yes, the people here in Regina and from far beyond have come to see if Brooke Henderson can finally break through. They'll raise the maple leaf throughout the day to cheer her on. Terry Gannon along with Hall of Famer Judy Rankin take out to the 9th. Jude, she's 2 under on the round. Out there with her sister Brittany, and 16 under, up by 3, about to play her second here at the par 5.
Well, she's got a 250-yard second shot at this straightaway par 5. That is possibly doable for Brooke Henderson. If she gets the ball to get a good jump on the ground, she might get this to the front of the green. That doesn't sound good.
Uh-oh. Not quite worthy of a 4.
All right, but a lot of green to work with, and if the lie isn't too bad.
Might be decent and very doable there for her third. Take it back to what has taken place already. This is how she started the day. At 1, they were out already watching her, and to get it to 15 under.
Yeah, she birdies one of the very hardest holes on the golf course, and you know her heart's got to be beating pretty fast.
Bogeyed the second, but bouncing right back at number 5. They're wrapped up at the gallery today, aren't they?
Yes, they are. And, you know, if you're not swinging a club and wearing your rain pants and all those things, you're probably pretty chilly.
Players probably okay, though. Suo, the 22-year-old from Australia, trying to make a charge. This to get it to 14 under. So you think, all right, maybe this is the player who will put some pressure on Henderson, but right back at it, right side here from less than 100 yards at 6.
She's really been good with the wedges this week. That's one of the things she works on a lot.
And I'll say what you say, Terry, you could even make that one. And she would. So this is where we stand right now. 16 under and 2 under on the day. Sung-Hyun Park. I mean, there's the top name right there. #1 player in the world, sharing that second spot along with Suo. Mariah Stackhouse, her chance for her best finish in the tournament. But Angel Yin, the young Southern California player, teenager, some putting woes, but in the mix right now. A lot of golf yet to be played as we take you to that second page. And Area Jutanagarn, outside chance to be #1 in the world.
Yeah, but there with Mo Martin, we see what might be possible today. She's 7 under through 12 holes.
And 9 under overall. So Judy and I with you from the booth. Inside, thankfully, on this day, Tom Abbott also. Jerry Foltz, Gail Graham, the Hall of Famer up here in Canada. They're out there. I'm not going to say bearing the elements, and it's okay out there. It's not too chilly, but if you're just walking around, it could be. Out to 11.
Amy Yang for a birdie.
Yes.
She dropped a shot at 10. So Amy missing that putt at the 10th. And gets it back at the next hole. Let's go to the tee at 10.
Good look from behind this tee. Sue O, 55th on the list. The race to the CME.
And just with the 3-wood off the tee, Sung Young Park hit a beautiful tee shot, also a 3-wood, and Austin Ertz bombed a driver up just short of the green.
Move the tee times up, playing in threesome, split tees because of the impending weather this afternoon. Up on the green. Moment ago, Lydia Ko to get it to 11 under.
Hasn't made a birdie in this final round. There you go.
Take that back.
Get it started.
Yeah, that's an odd-looking scorecard. Although the front 9 is the more difficult of the two. It's just like, yeah, finally. 3-time champion at the CP Women's Open tonight.
Third shot for Angel Yin.
Right at 60 yards. Nasa Hataoka played her third already from 85, about 8 feet behind the hole. With this front hole location and this angle, she really has to clip this one perfectly with plenty of spin to get it close. Of course, they're playing lift clean in place, so the lie is perfect.
It's good.
Nicely done by Angel Yin.
She's the only player on the first page of the leaderboard that is over par for this round, so key hole for her to birdie.
Now Minji Lee on the tee at the 11th. And players have struggled on this hole today, and if you miss the green, the rough is really thick. And you can see that one. You see quite a bit of the ball, but lying into the green.
26, 28.
Speaking of the rough, Brooke Henderson's third at 9.
This is an area of really dense, wiry rough.
Go right at it because it should break a little left and right if anything. Got a little backstop there too, so I just like right at it. A little bit softer.
Ball sitting well down. In order to land this on the green and get it anywhere around the hole, she has to really loft it up. The other option is bounce it into that fringe short, and that's risky.
Yeah, the fringe has not been very consistent. You can get a little bounce off of it, or it can be really soft.
Jumped on her out of that lie. Almost jumped right in the hole on the fly.
She's still got a reasonable putted birdie.
Well, she's got 6 wins on the LPGA Tour, and as a third-round leader or co-leader, 5 times she has been there in that position and has closed the deal 3 times. This is a little different, though, when you think about this, because this is the National Championship of Canada, and this is the day that Brooke Henderson has thought about for a long time and been willing to talk about all week, how important this would be. So now you get into that position. You lead going into the final day. You're in the final round. So far, Judy, she has met the moment.
Yep, she really has. I said yesterday the hard part for somebody who is where she is in the world of golf and then trying to win her national championship is first you got to get in the mix. Well, she has gotten in the mix, and in fact she said yesterday in a post-round interview, she said, if you'd have told me I could go into Sunday with a 1-shot lead, I'd have been very happy. So she's got the first part of her job done. And what I think about the second part of her job, which is to close the deal. I would tell you that I believe she is a world-class concentrator. I think she knows how to enjoy the moment, realize that all these people are here and they are rooting for her, but she knows how to be in that competitive bubble. She and her sister have figured out how to have their own little world until they get the job done. She never gets too high or too low, and that's what it takes when the pressure's on.
Don't know what's going on inside, but at least on the
That's
outside
right.
it seems that way.
Yeah.
And how big is it to have your sister, who you're very close to, there with you every step of the way?
Well, we talk about the value of having a really good friend, good buddy, good partner that is your caddy. Probably can't be better than your sister.
Think ahead now, though. This second 9, after they're done with this hole, is where you do have to make some birdies. And she says she plays her best when she is chasing birdies, when she is aggressive. So she's, in her mind, going to have to stay that way. Out to the putt here at 9 now.
Yeah, this for a birdie. This would create a pretty big roar around number 9.
It would be enormous, but she can't be aggressive on this putt. She said she likes to play aggressively smart. The smart play here is to just limp this one up to the hole and dying right.
Downhill, these greens have been very quick. And that's exactly what she did. Just ease it down the hill. Still a little work to do coming back, but it should be a 5 for Henderson. And that would take her out in a couple under par as we go up 1 to the 10th.
10 short par 4, the second coming up for Sung Hyun Park.
Just 52 yards to the hole, Terry. She's gotten a little bit aggressive on putts on the last few holes, as you might expect a #1 player in the world to be. Let's see how she does with a little 60-degree wedge. Just needs to go. She's got a nice bounce.
Yeah, it did all right after not landing on the putting surface.
Minjee Lee, we saw that ball miss the green at 11.
Well, this looks tough to me.
Oh dear. Not a lot of green to work with, just trying to get too cute, and could well be in a equally difficult lie there at 11. So let's go back over to 9. Angel Yin has this for birdie.
This too a slippery one, and in my mind she can't afford to miss too many of these. Not only the shots are expensive, but the mental damage that's been being done is costly. Good one. You can tell she knows she needed it.
Yeah, good bounce back. 4 3-putts this week, including that one at the 8th. So Angel trying to close the gap between herself and Brooke Henderson. Now Minjee Lee's 3rd. Good news, Judy, it's on the upslope, so may be able to be a little bit more aggressive.
That's got to be some of the worst rough on the golf course to the left of the 11th.
Good shot in the end, but it is a drop shot for Minjee, and she's going to fall back to 11 under par. Let's go to the 12th.
Maria Torres, Puerto Rico. Good story here this week, right in the mix. And curling one in. You had a chance to chat with her yesterday after a round.
She was in very good spirits in the hotel early yesterday evening, and really appreciates some good wishes.
Reason for that smile. 4 off the lead of Brooke Henderson here in Canada. Today's coverage is brought to you by CP, proud title sponsor of the Canadian Pacific Women's Open. By CME Group, how the world advances. And by Win Grips, the best grips in golf. Back at 10-0 to get it to 14 under.
Just about 10 feet. Not much movement.
No movement. That was in the entire way. So closest player to Brooke Henderson at 14 under, 2 off the lead. A lot can happen on this second 9 too. You got 3 par 5s and a lot of birdies through the first 3 days. Does take a while for the gallery to make their way to the next tee, doesn't it?
Not a huge amount of room there, so everyone sort of filters through, but what a great atmosphere it is out there.
Had it last year in Ottawa, and less of a population center here in Regina, but they are out here.
And Terry, you can sense the well, the overall feeling of excitement for what could happen, but also you can sense a little bit of nervous energy in the air amongst the crowd because they know what's on the line for Brooke, and they so want it badly for her as much as she wants it for herself.
Not to open the fairway. Yeah, it's something that really Brooke has had to fight, wanting it too badly to win this title, and just stay within yourself and play your game. On this final group, let's take a look at this feature group presented by JDX.
Hi, I'm Angel Yin from Arcadia, California, and I played for Team USA at 2017 Solheim Cup.
Hi, my name is Nasa Hataoka. I'm from Ibaraki, Japan. My rookie year was 2017.
Hi, I'm Brooke Henderson from Ontario, Canada. I won my first major when I was 18.
JDX features group, the last one. Yin off the tee hits it a long way.
That's in the left side of the fairway.
Got the hop.
I started just right like this for one green. I thought you said I can reach it. No, I don't think you can. But if like, that's fine. I would just go in the opening. The opening between the bunkers. It's perfect. Like the middle of those two bunkers, the opening.
Okay, just push him up.
Yeah, maybe 2 yards. Pretty straight.
Well, staying aggressive here, Judy, sticking to her true colors. She hit driver yesterday. It was down breeze quite a bit. Got it nearly hole high. That won't be the case today. Not staying aggressive, Terry.
Sorry, Jared. Top Tracer Technologies can get that in. Watch the ball flight here.
Oh, yeah. It's got to look good on your Top Tracer because it looks good in person.
If you like it down the middle. Oh, hang on now. Not too far. Oh, my gosh. He hit it a little too far. And that lie, but plus the stance. Been that way for 4 days with these galleries. Up on the green a moment ago. Park for birdie.
Swing a little to the left.
Just hasn't been able to get anything really going. And she's 1 under today, and yes, she's 3 off the lead, and still very much in the thick of things, but hasn't been able to make a charge. Final day here at Canada's National Championship. All the work being done on the golf course, but also off the golf course. CP raised $2 million for the new Jim Pattison Children's Hospital in Saskatoon, first one of its kind in this province, donating $5,000. Child Ambassador Ben Fizzard for his education, as well as a set of clubs. He's now taking up the sport.
We have a donation for you, Ben, to help support your post-secondary education. Check for $5,000.
Big smile for Ben as we welcome in Keith Creel here, the president and CEO of CP. Gotta love seeing that, and love seeing all the faces, the gallery out here this week. Huge galleries again.
Yeah,
Keith.
absolutely makes your heart smile, I guess is the best way to put it.
Why has it worked so well, first of all, and been so important for CP to be a part of this and sponsor golf?
Well, it just makes sense at CP for us. I mean, for us we operate across the country, to be able to connect with the communities we operate in and through, with our employees, with their families, with our customers, as well as with Canadians across the country.
And how about the money that goes to the charity and the cardiology and the local children's hospital and a new one here in Saskatchewan?
Yeah, the best part about it all is making a positive impact, leaving it better than what you found it. So to be able to do that through CP Has Heart, through the monies that we've helped raise for Children's Heart here, Children's Heart Health specifically, just makes you feel good inside. This morning, 5 years since we started sponsoring this tournament, $8.5 million raised, that makes a difference.
Great. Congratulations on all of that. And
thank you.
Also, got a Canadian on top right now. So
yeah.
You can root for her.
Yes,
don't worry about
absolutely.
it. You're wearing red here.
Go CP.
CP, once again, the sponsor of this national championship. Keith Creel, the president and CEO. Out to the play at 11.
Suo on the tee.
This hole playing 167 today. A little bit into the wind. Sue's got a 6-iron. Just a hair right of the flag.
Yeah, It's all right there, Gail. We've seen players miss the green here and have all sorts of trouble, but on the putting surface, she's got a chance for a 2. This is Torres at the 13th. Missed the green with a short iron. Oh, missed the green, doesn't matter. What a run she's on. Birdie at 9, birdie at 10. She parred 11, and then back-to-back birdies now. And Torres gets to 13 under par and just 3 shots back of the lead.
A share of 3rd place for Torres, right?
That's kind of a visual thing. When you see these greens, they putt much better than they look.
Park on the tee at the 11th.
At a 7-iron. She's going right at it.
Yeah, nicely done. Steady day so far for the world #1. Birdie at the 3rd. It's been all pars since then. The umbrella coming out. That's not good news. Tough conditions for the back 9. These players on the first page of the leaderboard.
Back at 10, where Brooke Henderson drove it too far.
She did. Not the best break. Didn't get a good one here yesterday either. Had a really nasty lie, although she was hole high.
Can you mark that? Okay.
Yeah, I think she didn't think this ball on the green was in her way, but now she's decided to have it marked. And the fact is, when that ball's well above your feet like that, if you're going to do anything, you might hit it just a little bit left.
Yeah. Julian was pretty much sprinted on this entire hole. It was late coming off the tee box and jogging up to mark it. The good news about this lie, though, Judy, it's a little down green. Obviously, plenty of green with which to work. And I believe she is going to have her sister attend the flag once again.
Yeah, it didn't work out great yesterday.
I don't see how it can help.
This time, I really don't understand it.
It's not going to matter here. All right. You can hear them, and kind of few raindrops falling at the moment. More expected this afternoon to 11.
Austin Ernst for birdie.
And she wants to try to get something going. A long bomb here would be nice. A little downhill.
Oh, I thought she had got something going there for a moment, but it's just going to be a par for Austin. Even par for the day. She started her round with a chance of winning for the 2nd time, but it is slipping away as the holes go by.
Tom will keep it somewhat near the Canadian border. Another week on the LPGA Tour will be in Portland. Lexi Thompson will be there as well, looking for her first win of 2018. And Brooke Henderson, a 2-time Portland winner, in the field too. Candia Portland Classic starting Thursday, 7 o'clock Eastern time. Out to the green at 10, Nasa Hataoka.
Able to birdie the 9th to get it back a little closer. This one up the hill slightly.
That had the look for a good portion of that putt.
Yeah, it sure did. It went ever slightly to the right, then it went back ever slightly to the left. It would have been a hard putt to read.
Sue for a birdie at the 11th.
She's had very good pace all day. Really hasn't hit the ball that close to the hole, but has made her fair share of putts for sure.
Another good effort. Seemingly it hasn't been her putting that's been the problem this year. It's been driving and iron play. She's 109th in fairways hit this season and 130th in greens hit on the LPGA Tour. As we take a quick look at her bio, 22 years of age from Melbourne, Australia. Third year on the LPGA Tour, yet to win. She does have a win on the Ladies European Tour, and she did play in the Olympics in Rio a couple of years ago. Finished tied for 13th on that big stage. Let's go to 10.
To get it to 14 under, Yin.
What break there is minimal. Better looking flowing stroke there. Oh, just turned a bit at the end.
That is a tough putt to figure out, Judy. The other stayed left to 11.
And it looks kind of flattish, so it's even harder.
Park for birdie.
Just a little turn to her left. Starting to get a little bit of raindrops, a little moisture on these greens.
Think it's going to slow them down much, Gail?
Not quite yet. I think if it stays like this for another 10 minutes, perhaps.
Just a par for Park to 10.
Longer birdie try than she had expected, but here is Henderson.
No question. Could have actually gotten this ball right over to the very edge of the green playing with clean in place, but liked it where it was, liked the line. A little bit downhill.
Well, not the best break off the tee. It's a whole, as I said earlier, a lot of birdies have been made here, but sometimes you just have to take what the golf course gives you.
Especially when you're up by 2 on the final day here. Soft rain falling in Saskatchewan. Brooke Henderson at 16 under. Back out to 12. Amy Yang to get it to 14 under par.
She has almost what, well, I call it an even-handed grip. Almost makes a perfect triangle with her arms or two hands on the putter grip.
Always found that difficult, but if you can, makes some sense.
Yeah, if you're going to get scientific about the whole thing, why not?
Yeah. J. Murray Green, this for Eagle at 14. It is a nice putt. Get her to 12 under, the 24-year-old looking for her first top 10 this season.
We don't see J. Murray Green enough. She is a really good ball striker. Love to stand on the practice tee and just watch her hit the ball. She does what a lot of people would say is absolutely necessary. She compresses the golf ball.
The wetlands sort of meander around the tee here at the 11th. All the way to the lake, which is not too far away, near the university here in Regina. Now, Nasa does that little routine, that little jumping on the spot routine before she hits.
And going with 5-iron, the little reeds on that wasteland, wetland, if you will, showing a little movement, light breeze in.
Disturbed by something there.
I don't see anybody back there. Well, there is one gentleman pulling out his phone, most likely to put it on silent. That started off right and is staying right. Going to miss the green, absent a great bounce, and that's not a great bounce.
Seen balls come close to plugging in that bunker. Did that finish in the bunker, Jerry?
Yes, it hit right up under the lip. If anything were going to plug, that would have been it, but it released back down into the bottom. Shouldn't be a tough bunker shot.
Angel Yin, 19 years of age, trying to join NASA as a teenage winner in 2018.
So you didn't guess that Brooke would be the oldest player in her final pairing?
She must be feeling ancient at 20 years of age.
That's got to be a first for her.
Okay.
Yep.
Angel going with 5-iron as well. That's a little bit of a surprise. Went after it as well. Great line, but that's got to be too much, doesn't it?
Not by much.
Wow.
Yeah, I'm surprised at that, Jerry. It doesn't seem to make a lot of sense with the length that she hits it, but...
You're good. I see that one, Mike.
No.
Okay.
Shouldn't it take it right?
No, should take it left. Does sort of depend on the shot you hit, but a neutral shot, maybe a yard left.
Okay, just at the bunker? Like the tongue thing?
Yeah, exactly.
Right
Yeah.
side?
Just, yeah.
Good, right?
Yep, that's good.
Excuse me, 5-iron for Brooke as well.
Brooke would usually be, what, a club or two shorter than Angel with her irons?
With the irons only, Brooke never hits really hard, really long irons, and doesn't have a set of jacked up irons like so many players.
There.
Oh, that is very high on a great line, just left.
Oh, wonderful shot. She looked a little nervy. She would have known that if it was a few yards short, she could have been in that really thick, juicy rough, but now she's got a great chance for a 2. Let's go to the tee at the 12th.
2-0, just about ready.
These players have had a little bit of a wait. 3 groups were on this hittable par 5.
Oh boy!
It's right down the center.
Very excited fan to see this.
Somebody likes Suo.
Settles in, avoids the divots. You got preferred lies, though, throughout the 4 days here because of all the damage by the ice over the winter. Not only the leaderboard, but the rank on the CME Globe race. Brooke Henderson, projected number 2.
Now, you've got 20 professional wins here in the LPGA Tour. You've won in Europe also, but your most recent was the 2017 Sime Derby, and you had just inside 40 feet to win. What was going through your mind?
Mike, Katie, Brady, and I were just trying to get the right read, a simple, just get something and go, and we both said a cup right to left, and yeah, that's the read, and I'm just over it going, get it there. And then it went in, and it was crazy. Felt like at that point, first in wins. And that's what happened.
More with Christy Kerr on Monday's episode of Faraday, 9 o'clock Eastern Time, right here on Golf Channel.
I will tell you, when you get the call from Faraday that he would like to do a show with you,
you do it.
It's a good day.
Yeah, and you did. That was a good one, too.
Amy Yang off the tee here at 13 was in the bunker, and she's not put herself in a good spot there. Didn't seem to be a good strike. Shouldn't have been a difficult shot, Judy, coming out of the fairway bunker. It's not a challenging fairway bunker.
Yeah, they're all reasonably flat. They give you a chance to play unless you're right up against the lip.
Now she's got a really awkward length
yes, she
coming
does.
up. Amy Yang is 3 shots behind. We go to the green at the 11th as the rain comes down, but Angel Yin's going to take off the warmer garment.
It's funny, usually your rain jacket isn't that restrictive when you're putting. But
struggling with the pace of the greens, she said yesterday. See if she can get the pace right here, Jerry.
This one looks a little fast, actually, putting from just the beginning of the slope to the upper tier, so downhill early in the process. She's going to give Brooke Henderson a very good read.
I think every green has 3 or 4 colored seats like that the fans can use for free, so they obviously got there early and grabbed the best seats in the house on the 11th.
she's going to have to show us a little bit of touch with this putt. She just can't ram it.
Ram it right into the hole. 14 under, 2 behind.
Glad you took your jacket off.
It was
Angel.
restricting her, yeah. So that 11 up to 12, and the third for Lydia Ko here at the par 5.
Decent lie. Blade open.
12 has been
Such a difficult green.
Ugh.
And that is a slope. That ball might catch and might not stop.
Judy, you and I have been sitting here watching this all day. That's what players have done.
This is the Annie Over green, and it's very frustrating. And I will tell you, there's probably not a whole location on the green that doesn't give you that issue if you're playing right to left.
Got to be careful of doing it again the other way. 211.
Henderson now to get to 17 under.
That's going to inch ever so slightly to the right. And it'll be very, very loud if it drops, Tom.
Well, this is a huge event for the city, and they couldn't ask for a better situation right now. Maybe a little warmer and sunnier, but apart from that, it's going according to their plans. But that's not going to drop.
Maybe just a tiny bit of an overreach, because it certainly was stroked pretty. It just didn't take that move to the right.
First time that the CP Women's Open has been played in Saskatchewan, so obviously the first time it's been played here in the city of Regina, and a really big week for golf here.
And a big week for Maria Torres. This for birdie at 14.
Par 5 playing shorter today. Ooh, she cannot take advantage. This is a player who did not have a great start to the season. Then she missed 7 cuts in a row. And she has come back to play pretty well the last 4 or 5 weeks.
Up to 18, our first look. Maria Uribe, who played so well early on here. It's at 11 under, so still right there. First page or so of the leaderboard. Does stop. 369-yard par 4, 18, and it is dead straight. Back at 12, the fourth. Got to be careful with this now for Ko.
Back up that same hill.
Yeah. Okay, and you know that result, she was thinking about being careful with it. Enough spin to stop it there.
Just a moment to go at the 11th. Hataoka for her par.
Caught her bunker shot just a little too heavy to leave her this much.
So that's going to drop Nasa to 2 over for the day. She's back in the tie for 7th alongside Arya Jutanagan and Lydia Ko. The final round of the CP Women's Open.
In the fairway here at 12. Second shot, one of 3 par 5s here to finish up.
And definitely reachable to the front part of the green. Maybe not all the way to the back. 254 to the hole. And it has surprisingly warmed up. It's quite actually pleasant right now, but not a breath of wind.
Gail makes the point that hole is way back in the green, and the green is 43 paces from front to back.
And Judy, this is a hard green to hit when you have a 3-wood in your hand.
It's a hard green to hit with a wedge.
It's got massive square footage, but not a lot of flat spots.
And that's going to slip to the back and maybe down to the left a little bit. Boy, she hit a beautiful shot, though.
Just can't hold this green even if you do hit it.
Just to describe the green, it is a big green. The right center has a little alley that is flat. Then it falls off to the right, and there is giant fall off to the left.
Just avoided the deep cut of rough here. Park second.
She got a great bounce. The last bounce took her into this cut. This from 232.
Caught it.
And this going left.
and it's not a good area to be in.
It is really tough to pitch it close from there. Really tough.
Amy Yang, wasn't a bad bunker shot that she played, but just couldn't get the ball to stop. So this for a par 13, it's going to be another bogey for Yang, who dropped a shot at 10. So she's just not doing enough to put herself in contention. She's going to fall 4 behind as we go back to the tee at the 12th.
So if you're Angel Yin, you're thinking, all right, I've got 3 par 5s still to come. I'm right there. I'm 14 under, 2 back. I've got a real chance at this thing.
Yeah, the par 5s are 12, 14, 17. They
like
could
that
be
tree that's like pretty unique.
Yes, that's it.
the unique tree. Anyway, those 3 par 5s may very well tell the tale.
Made eagle here in the second round.
And hit a huge drive around the corner left of the unique tree yesterday and had 6-iron in.
I think we see the unique tree.
Aren't they all unique by definition?
Well, it's just sort of the tallest one that's left of the spruces or the pines.
What our top tracer technology, the ball flight, that's going left.
Yeah, it's going to be on grass, and it's not going to get to the fairway. But that's some deep rough right there.
Thick grass.
We're a little overboard.
I'd agree.
Everything inside the bump there is perfect. Should be fine. The rough there.
If you're Yin, you're thinking what I said, and I hit it a long way. The bad part about it, that is, so does Brooke Henderson.
Well, that's why I say they could tell the tale, because Brooke can hold her own on the par 5s too.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I don't think with the lack of wind today, she can fly it to the fairway if she tries cutting the corner. Just has to take this down the original left side of the fairway. And with a good one, that'll end up at the dog leg right in the middle with a chance to get home.
Long driver, long golf swing, a lot of speed.
And a flock of Canada geese flying over. Or are they just geese here, Terry?
They're geese in Canada.
There we go.
Everybody's come out to watch Brooke.
Cheering for her as well.
Mashed potatoes!
Yeah, that was original.
It's fun.
Does hang in there. I'm going to cut it rough, so sitting up.
Don't move.
Up at 18. Uribe to get it to 12 under and finish there. Started to. So the 28-year-old from Columbia, UCLA product, 67 in this final round, 5 under. Park on the way here, her third.
Very difficult. This is like trying to chip it onto a turtle shell.
Yeah, our camera was right behind her. We had a pretty good look at the size of the slope that goes off the left side of this green, and you saw what the right side slope just did to that shot.
Henderson well situated off the tee at the first of 3 par 5s coming home. You are watching Golf Channel's coverage of the CP Women's Open as we rejoin the action later in the round. Past champs here at the CP Women's Open, Sunghyun Park the defender and Jutanavgarn. So the top 2 players in the world have won the last 2. Lydia Ko owned this thing 2012, 2013, and 15. So Yu not here this week. Brittany Lincecum was 13 under the winning total. And Michelle Wee, who's out with injury right now, the winner back in 2010. Birdie try Angel Yin here at 12 now.
Maybe shrinking up the hole if this drops in the process. At least the appearances of it. It's the old adage. putting a little pressure on if she can hold this. Still plenty of golf remaining, and the rain is starting to increase.
Go. Come on.
Not bad.
Frustration would start to set in with the putter. Especially that time. She's been running everything by, and then she leaves it short.
I don't think you can be too confident putting in that green.
No.
Sue O for birdie at 13th.
And really just trying to get this one close. She's got 50 feet or maybe a little bit more. It's going to break twice, both times to the right. Good roll.
Go back to the 12th.
NASA has this for birdie to get it to 12.
Wonderful two-putt.
Share of 8th place. A couple of players, including Mo Martin, who's had quite a day. 10 under. Four feet, Jerry, for Henderson?
So yeah, just about that. Shouldn't do a whole lot either. Or from down where she was, she couldn't actually see what the ball did right at the hole. Looked like it was moving left coming back this way, so you would think this moves right. I can't see it.
One more hole down. Heading to 13, a step closer to winning here in Canada.
13th tee, Brooke Henderson.
Club has been so reliable all week. I lost that one in the gray skies quickly. Oh, wow. Right on the center stripe.
Yeah, pick it up in the middle of the fairway.
I think a good tee shot makes 13 kind of a birdie hole.
Go to the 17th hole, the par 5. Shen Chen Fang has this for birdie to get to 11 under, and that's important because it'll be another $5,000 for the CP Birdies for Heart campaign. Saw the big check earlier in our broadcast with Keith Creel, and they are raising money for Jim Patterson's Children's Hospital. Every birdie or eagle made at the 17th hole. And you can see 8 players birdie or eagled the hole 2 of the 3 days that was coming into the beginning of this round. You can donate yourself if you would like. Patterson Children's has heart.ca, and CP will match all donations throughout the tournament. Just to update you, you've had 91 scores under par there for the week at the 17th, with which Judy assures me is $455,000 so far, and it's hopefully let's hope we get to $500,000. Yin on the tee at 13.
Temperature dropping, rain increasing. That one's up the right center of the fairway. Nicely struck. Ooh, not a good bounce.
Short grass.
We might as well take the. Yeah, we're supposed to pick up the green.
Minjee Lee, her third at 14, the par 5.
Beautiful shot.
Great touch. That was a moment ago. She would make birdie there.
Tee moved up on 14 today. They've made it reachable for just about everyone in the field. 475 yards.
She's 13 under, by the way. 13.
Sue O for par.
Important to make this one.
No, not going to.
Unfortunate.
Yeah, she's had 3 drop shots today, Sue O. Going to fall back to 13 under and 4 behind Brooke. Starting to get to the point now where she's going to need a little help from Brooke Henderson. And it doesn't look likely to happen with the way that Brooke's playing.
Back at 14, Lydia Ko for eagle to get it to 13 under.
Should have just a tad of right to left in it.
Oh, Lydia Ko, the 3-time champ, saying, not so fast. Don't quite count me out yet. Birdie and an eagle on the back 9 for Ko as they all chase Brooke Henderson. 17 under par, playing the 13th here on what is now a wet, cool day in Regina.
Angel Yin second at the 13th.
Looks like gap wedge. 119 to the hole, miles in the air. Just a little left and maybe a touch short. No, pretty good.
During the Women's British Open, when it was raining, Angel Yin said that she was actually rather looking forward to playing in the rain because she's from California and it never rains there, so this is a bit of a novelty for her. Lydia Ko on the tee at the 15th. Middle of the green, good sharp bit of spin there. Terry, you're an adopted California guy. You're quizzically looking at me after that comment.
Residents in Southern California, let me just state I vehemently disagree with her.
You do not play in the rain.
I do not want the rain, no.
There's actually room right of it. Like, neither of those bunkers are in play, so. I mean, I would just go at it, but I'm just saying. There's room there. More room than it looks like. How much room, right? 6 yards, right? Okay, I'm just gonna go at it. Yeah, at it. That's what I would have said too. 107 is a perfect number.
Got the actual at 109. And from where they're standing, you can't see that little cut in the back right of the green, or the cutout. So you can't really see there's that much room there. This is a little pitching wedge.
Oh, it is majestic.
It's kind of fun to watch her eyes, watch her face as she follows the ball in the air, because you can really tell when she likes it.
Well, Regina is basically the term for a reigning queen, which is exactly what Brooke Henderson is right now in Canadian golf. 15th. Christine Song.
That was good. I got to give you credit on that one.
Did I say Christine Song there? You didn't even notice.
I didn't.
Jennifer Song.
I was too busy talking about your comment. It was so good. We'll forgive you, so you earned one. A moment to remind you, Intergolf Advisors Stream Song Resort Sweepstakes. Say that 5 times real fast. Your chance to play Stream Song Red, Blue, and Black with luxury resort accommodations. Enter now at golfadvisor.com/the tour package. Yes, Queen Victoria, back in the day.
Yes, you were telling me the story. Her daughter named the town.
Yes.
In honor of her mother.
Yes, indeed. Good memory. I'm glad you listen to what I say every once in a while.
But he didn't hear when you said Christine Song.
Give him the benefit of the doubt. Well, all that's taken place up here this week with the money raised at this year's CP Women's Open. CP is helping to build the new Jim Pattison Children's Hospital here in Saskatchewan. It'll be the first children's hospital in the province, and will be there to support kids with heart conditions like Ben Fizzard, a local Regina resident and a CP tournament ambassador.
Other kids like me that live in Regina and Saskatchewan always have to drive, like the 8-hour drive always all the ways to Edmonton, but it's going to be much easier if you just drive over to Saskatoon in the same province. And it's only a 2-hour drive, so it's much easier than an 8-hour.
Pediatric cardiac care is very unique, and it's very important to the children that have to have their little hearts fixed. This donation from CP and the Women's Open is going to make a huge impact on kids like Ben and the other families that will go through a very trying time when they're trying to heal.
I'm glad that I have the chance to support all the other children that have conditions like me and that are like me. So, yeah.
Important, real work being done because of golf taking place here in Regina this week and through the years in Canada. Thanks CP for what they have done. The Jim Pattison Children's Hospital. We saw Ben earlier in the show and presented with a check, and also golf clubs. He's taken up the game, so love to see that smile.
Good shots.
Yeah, both done very well.
So 78 right now.
Mo Martin playing her last hole of the day. Look at this scorecard from Mo.
Closer to 80.
10 under on the day and a chance to equal.
Right at it then? It should end a little bit right of it?
Correct.
Or maybe even break the 18-hole scoring record in this CP Women's Open. 62 by Song-hee Kim, second round in 2009. So par here for 62, birdie for a 61. Oh, she's giving herself a really good chance. What an amazing day it has been for Mo Martin.
And her best round ever is 64, so this is enormous.
Hasn't had a top 10 this season, and she's currently tied for 9th as we go over to Angel Yin at the 13th for birdie.
Yeah, a little bit uphill on this birdie effort. Should just drop to the right and has to feel like a must make with Brooke up there so close.
She did make it.
Angel has been third. She has been fourth. She has been fifth. She has not been second in a tournament. She has not won a tournament on the LPGA Tour.
Well, she's got a chance to equal her best finish, or maybe post one of those second or win here. I don't know whether he would have predicted her to be challenging Brooke Henderson at the beginning of the week, but we've got two youngsters right up there, Brooke, to put a little bit more daylight between herself and 19-year-old Yin. Yeah. Pretty solid right now, Brooke Henderson, 18 under par, 3-shot lead, 5 holes to play. Go to the 15th, Lydia Ko for birdie, coming off that eagle on the previous hole. And not able to go 3-3. Drop back to the 14th.
Sue O, second from the fairway.
From the center of the fairway, Terry. 221 to the front, 229 to the hole. It's a 5-wood. Needs a little run out.
Tried to get it.
Got it to the edge. That'll be an eagle try when she gets up there.
Jennifer Song making her birdie at the 15th, and this is quite something, the amount of birdies she's had in the last 8 holes. 7 birdies in 8 holes.
So umbrellas out as they move that final group to the tee at 14. And today the story has been, Judy, every time one of the pursuers thinks maybe they can get close and make a run, Brooke Henderson has wagged her finger and said, not today. Figuratively. Birdie, 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 first 3 days.
Big honor last year. She was the 2017 Female Athlete of the Year by both the Canadian press and the Post media here in Canada.
And Terry and Judy, she's always been, in her brief young career, a very good front runner, and not too bad when she gets a sniff of the lead either.
Rain become a nuisance, Jerry?
Yeah, it's always a nuisance, but it's just now getting to the point where the umbrella is almost necessary. It's been kind of light until now. Not a breath of wind, but this hole today reachable for just about everybody in the field. Tee moved up some 50 yards from the first 3 days.
Brooke came all the way through the Canadian team golf program. Tristan Mullally, the coach there who taught her for a period of time, but mostly in her life, and today it's her dad, Dave.
Very straight, pretty much right down the middle.
Hey, how much fun must that be?
I tell you, Canadians love their sports like nothing I've ever seen. I was here once during one of the Olympics, and it is all people do.
Yeah.
61, no, not to be. 62 for Mo Martin. Still, it's going to be the lowest round of her LPGA Tour career. What a day for Mo Martin, and it is going to be most likely her best finish of the season. Fantastic round of golf. 62 on a tough day. And there she is, just outside of the first page of the leaderboard. Brooke Henderson leads by 3.
Could be a big putt. 14, 2-0 for Eagle.
35 feet. Huge putt. Should swing a little to her right as it approaches the hole. And we're starting to get pretty steady rain now, not heavy.
There it is. Wow. Third eagle of the day at 14. Jumps her to 15 under par. And a share of second place. And a good bounce back, too. So Henderson with that 3-shot cushion, but now Angel Yin playing with Brooke. Sue O. Part of that Australian team that will take place, that will compete at the UL International Crown in South Korea, first week of October. 5th ranked team. She was there the last time, as a matter of fact. 7 LPGA wins between that team from Minjee Lee and Catherine Kirk.
It's a repeat performance from Minjee Lee. She played in the first International Crown as an amateur and as the #1 amateur in the world.
First one to take place, shoot outside the U.S. Republic of Korea hosting 8 nations competing for the crown. October 3rd through the 6th on Golf Channel. Sunghyun Park for birdie, and the LPGA rules officials did come to the truck, take a look at the tape, and they said they could not pick up a double hit. So she will not be penalized. Which you and I looked at it, everybody would take a look at it, we couldn't pick it up either. So even though she felt a bit odd. Lloyd Kane handing out hats? What? Whatever.
It's
back at 14, the rain steady and a little louder. Preferred lies in the fairway here.
Carrie, I don't think we've shared with people who might have just watched today what happened to this golf course in the winter.
Yeah, I mentioned it, but the full story is they had heavy rains over the winter, and then, of course, it got really cold. It all turned to ice, and the ice stayed for, what, some 6 weeks or so.
6 to 8 weeks, yeah.
The golf course does not like ice. Grass does not like ice, and it really took its toll on this golf course, and so they had to actually resod quite a bit of the fairways and some of the greens, too. So to get it to grow and be just playable for this event took a lot of work.
Yeah, give them some credit. $1 million worth of sod was put on this golf course. They were so embracing this championship.
195 to the hole, 187 front. This her hybrid, plays a few yards downhill and just a hint of a little breeze helping. I don't think this one's going to be all out at all. Take a little off it. She did. Nice smooth swing. Little baby draw. It's going to be really good if it's not too much.
Maybe just enough rain to soften that part of the green and allow it to stay. Comes hard work with the rain now for the caddies. Up to 16. Jennifer Song a moment ago, her second.
Front hole locations are never actually simple, but it's easier there than where it was yesterday in the back
simple.
left corner.
Simple. Made it look at least. Back at 14, and Angel Yin, who played with Brooke Henderson yesterday, talked about the huge galleries. And they asked her, does it bother you? They're all rooting for Brooke. She said, no, I would never want them to get thrown out of the country rooting for me.
She got a huge roar on 17 yesterday when she hit that second shot to 5 feet on the par 5. Huge tee shot here, 188 hole on a 5-iron. This might be turning a little too much left.
Yep, right down in the bottom of the bunker.
That's how I hit a good shot. Why I guess I can't.
Minjee Lee at 16, her second. I told you it was simple.
Apparently you're right.
Yeah, once in a while. 15.
Sue O on the tee.
This hole playing 125. It kind of looks like it's just hanging over the reeds. This is a 9-iron.
This was a moment ago. And a mistake for Sue O, who finds herself 3 shots back, but she's already played the par 5 14th. Now, Park.
She also has a 9-iron and maybe feeling a bit of relief. Official Marty Robinson just came and let her know that she would not be penalized.
You're talking about potential penalty for a double hit on the 12th hole. But there will be no penalty, and it will be a par there for S.H. Park, who finds herself 4 back here in Canada.
The golf ball in the bunker here at 14 of Angel Yin.
Gonna get the grip dried off on her lob wedge. A little bit of an uphill lie. Pretty routine bunker shot, all things considered. Angel Yin ranks 11th on the LPGA Tour in being able to get these up and down, but only 1 for 3 so far this week.
Yeah, but Jerry, don't you think for a good bunker player, this is not a hard shot?
No, it's one that really good bunker players, the thought of holding it crosses their mind.
Did. Now that left for birdie.
15th hole, second here for Sue O.
Not the greatest lie.
She could have done with that one going in, and
She
now
sure could.
Yeah, Gail, she's struggling now to save par and kind of running out of time. You don't want to make a mistake here. Let's go to 16,
where Jennifer Song missed her birdie putt. Minjee Lee has this for birdie, just to tap in.
Yeah, good birdie at 16. It's been a tough hole all week. If you fellas agree, I have not seen a shot really around a green that wasn't just short of a green, that wasn't a very difficult shot.
Yeah.
Ernst for birdie at 15.
Just missed an eagle on the last.
Oh, knocked that one in from long range.
Back-to-back birdies.
Kristin Ernst rounding out into a bit of form right before she heads to Portland, where she's won before.
But it is Brooke Henderson who is leading by 3 and has this coming back down the slope after reaching in 2.
And Sister Brittany was pointing to a spot, maybe a couple of feet left of the hole from here, slightly downhill.
Yeah, it looks really good.
Oh, my gosh.
She was so zeroed in on that hole. The extra long look at it, the practice strokes looking at it, and then that was pretty impressive.
Add another one, Judy.
I tell you, I believe she's in that place that I talked about when we came on the air. I think she's in her concentration mode where she knows what's out there. It's in the periphery of what she's seeing and thinking, but specifically she's minding her business.
5 under on the day.
Suo for par at 15. Just a moment ago you heard the groan in the background. And there might be a groan there from Suo. Now live with Park for birdie.
For her second in a row, trying to make a bit of a charge.
Thought she might have been freed up a little bit, realizing that there was going to be no penalty for what happened at 12. Couldn't convert. Let's go to the 17th and Amy Yang. Check in with Amy, trying to get to 14 under.
Yep.
Good week, but she's going to look at what happened yesterday in that round of 75. And got to think that that was basically what cost her a chance of winning here.
3 in a row for Henderson. She has made it look easy, and you look at the leaderboard, she's at 5 under on the day. And I know Mo Martin 10 under for the round, but among those at the top, I mean, that is the best out there today. Angel Yin trying to keep pace.
Exactly. She's trying to do a putt that shouldn't have any break in it by my reading, or very minimal.
Last couple of holes, good putts. But can't put a dent into that lead. 19 under par is Brooke Henderson. Oh, made her putt 14 under. That's the first page.
Brooke Henderson has a 3-shot lead here at the CP Women's Open, and she is on the tee at the 15th.
Just go. Yeah.
Should just be a nice, comfortably full pitching wedge for Brooke. A little right of the hole, it can run off the right side of the green very quickly. So even from just 125, maybe aiming at a yard or 2 left.
Jerry, that's what she did yesterday and missed the green just to the right here.
Shot. He was heading towards the hole for a moment there, wasn't it? Go to the 18th hole.
To finish up, Maria Torres, this for par. You know, we told the story, but it's worth repeating. In Puerto Rico, she was there when Hurricane Maria hit the island. Prior to the second stage of LPGA Q school, family lost power, no running water, moved into her grandmother's house and had a small generator there, and then somehow practiced there on mattresses on the floor and made it to Q school and eventually out here. But what a week she has had.
Yeah, bravo for Maria Torres.
Angel Yin on the tee at 15.
Pitching wedge for Angel as well. Equally hoisted way up in the air, just left of the hole. Good shot.
Her golf swing looks really good to me right now.
Brooke Henderson looks really good right now at the top of this leaderboard. Another chance to make birdie here. Stretch that lead in Regina, Saskatchewan.
The cushion is 3. Brooke Henderson trying to close the deal here. And first time since 1973 that a Canadian would win this championship. Jocelyn Barassa, the winner that year, and Judy Rankin coming up just short. You did it for the Canadians, Jude. Out to 17.
Jennifer Song, third shot. She liked it. You could see her staring it down, and no wonder. And it's surely going to be another birdie for Jennifer, who should have made birdie in the last hole. That short putt she missed. 15th hole. Angel Yin just striding around, taking a look at her line here, Jerry.
She is bringing her caddy Chris Murky in to take a look at it as well. It's going to be turning right gently the whole way to the hole by my read.
Well, she's taking her time here because I think this one's got to go in. You start getting to a point, Jerry, where there's just not enough time to close the gap between herself and Brooke Henderson.
Well, not when Brooke's birdieing every hole.
Yeah.
Yeah, she's just making, well, she made the last couple, just keep pace. Yep. And you gotta like Brooke's chances 6-7 feet directly up the hill.
Slowly down.
The time is coming for Angel Yin to break through.
Well, I mentioned it yesterday, Tom. She certainly looks a lot more comfortable in these positions. In the hunt, in front of the crowds, in front of the cameras, all the other distractions that come along with it.
Last week in Indianapolis, she birdied 8 of the first 9 holes in the opening round and then didn't keep it going over the back 9, but it just shows you what she can do. Took her time on that one, but it paid off. 3 birdies in a row for Angel Yin, and she's still got a chance here to break the hearts of the Canadian fans and beat Brooke Henderson. 17th hole, Lydia Ko for a birdie. And 94 birdies and eagles for the week. So still got an outside chance of hitting that $500,000 mark. You'd need almost everybody to birdie out. Now NASA at 15 for birdie.
Yeah.
And she's come back after a sluggish start to the day. Gets her under par for the round. Inside the top 5 right now for NASA, who's having an amazing season. Okay, now Brooke Henderson. This for 4 birdies in a row to get to 20 under par.
Straight up the hill. I just don't see anything in it.
3-shot lead restored for Brooke. It's been a tough summer for her. She's lost both of her grandfathers, and she was close to them. They're a close family. And I think it's been very difficult away from the course for Brooke this year. First time that she's really lost people close to her. And this will be a huge, huge win for her family and for Canadian golf if she can pull it off.
Today, Tom, she has just been too good. Check out who's up to the challenge presented by Prudential. I'll give you 3 guesses, Jude.
I've got it.
1 for 1. Only needed 1. 6th hole early on. You know, starting the day with a 1-shot lead. You wonder how well she slept last night. She talked about I'm going to do the same thing and not change how I play. I'm going to be aggressive, and she has been.
She has been. She is 6 under par for this final round.
Yesterday on the front 9, we saw her leave some putts short, but since then, man, has that putter been good. Every aspect, really.
This is a perfectly placed tee shot, left her a wedge into the green.
Brooke Henderson up to the challenge presented by Prudential, and after 4 straight birdies on this back 9, up by 3.
Hit one in the left rough here yesterday and had to make about a 35-footer for par. Only bad tee shot she hit up until this point all day yesterday.
Top Tracer technology, looking at the ball flight.
Always aims a little bit right, but she is pretty square. Her natural shot right to left.
Oh, baby!
That's up the right side of the fairway. Looks like it'll hang on.
How about 18, Anna Nordquist? This for birdie to finish up at 13 under. She'd love to just play the second 9 of this golf course, make a living that way.
Yeah, she owns it. Whoa.
68 today, so 4 under in the final round. Angel Yin's got to be saying, what can I do? I mean, 3 straight birdies, I can't put a dent into the lead.
I think in her mind, she thinks she has to make 6 straight just to have any kind of chance.
She needs to play these last 3 holes really well. I mean, I don't know what's going to happen, but right now, she is a strong second place.
That's tailing off to the right, started there and slicing a bit for.
It's an interesting ball flight.
Yeah, I'm not sure that was the actual ball flight initially.
That's my analyzation there.
Okay, that's why you are the best in the business. Yeah, finally a relaxed smile from Brooke Henderson. Not just yet, but getting close. Glad you're watching here on Golf Channel. The LPGA Tour, special one north of the border here in Canada, Regina, the city, and it could be one of those days for a Canadian winning the CP Women's Open. Been a long time since that happened. It's only happened once, but Brooke Henderson on the verge. Final group out there playing with Angel Yin.
114 with a sandwich on this second shot. A little tree trouble. Had to go just right at the top of that tree, but a really good shot from there.
This is an enormous green, and based on where they cut the hole, it can really be hard.
18, Mariah Stackhouse. Finish up at 12 under. Really good 4 days of play. And a share of 13th place right now. Henderson, right of the fairway for her second.
Gap wedge, 112. Good lie, down green. pulled that one just a little bit.
It's one of those things with the level of play she's had, the standard, you go, oh, that's not very good. But it's just fine.
Yep.
Jennifer Song at 18 in the fairway. She has hit some shots that just haven't left the flag.
Now that would take her to 5 under par for the day and to 15 under par for the tournament, assuming she taps it in.
Yeah, she did miss a short one a short time ago. Brigade. Even the rain, even the weather, cool conditions, not going to keep them away here from witnessing this. And it's been a long time since they had that opportunity. Those young kids obviously never did. And for Brooke Henderson, you got to imagine she has been imagining this day since she was about as old as that little girl.
That's probably right. And what a unique sister act this is. I just think of these two sisters growing up together, Brittany the older, and for a long time the better player, who was trying to lead Brooke a little bit, and then Brooke kept coming along and coming along. Brittany was a very good player in her own right, played on the Symetra Tour, and at some point as Brooke started to blossom in this professional game, she made the decision to support her sister. And
that's cool there.
I think it is. I think the friendship and the relationship and the really good caddy that Brittany's become, because in the very early going they were trying to sort it out. What a pair they are now.
And Brittany is the older of the two, and you're right. You wonder what goes through her mind. You know, the adulation, all the attention that her younger sister gets out here, but well, she has been a part of it almost every step of the way, and certainly now this achievement she would be a part of.
Yeah, it's pretty selfless, really.
Yeah.
Birdie effort here. We'll just wiggle a little left out of this little valley she's in, and then go gently right toward the hole. Her sister pointed at a spot really just about left lip overall.
Not as easy as it sounds.
Hasn't been any sign all day that there's an opening.
No, I don't think she has cracked in her thought processes or the way she's striking the ball.
Not going to miss this one. '67, and how about that? 9 birdies in the last 11 holes, and that's with a very short missed putt. Wow.
Her caddy really liked this round.
Yeah. And back at 16. On some level, Jerry, you're competing against her, but if you're Angel, again, you just have to look over in admiration of what Brooke Henderson has done today.
Oh, no question about it. And they are peers and they are friends, and yeah, but Angel has showed me something the last couple of days following her that I hadn't seen out of her before, and that is a little bit of something that Brooke possesses as much as any young player I've ever seen, and that's that, I call her the smiling assassin, Brooke, that killer instinct. And Angel has a lot of fight in her. This one would be huge, because she does have the power to get home in 2 on 17. Hit it close there yesterday for Eagle.
Yeah, she's come back more than once this week and showed a lot of grit.
Good effort.
It's down to run at 3 straight birdies. It has been a duel on this back 9 between the two, although advantage Henderson, who made 4 straight. And there's 13, 14, 15 for Angel Yin. Midgey Lee for par at 18. share of 4th place after the 68. So come down the stretch here in Regina in the Pacific Northwest. PGA Tour champions underway. Boeing Classic concludes tonight. Our coverage at 7 o'clock Eastern time. Kevin Sutherland and Ken Tanagawa at 14 under par. Charles Schwab Cup on the line there. Think of great Canadian athletes and names like Gretzky. And right now on the landscape, this is a big name, Brooke Henderson, up here in Canada. The all-time career win. Sandra Post talked about it, so Brooke can get within 1. Knudsen and Weir with 8. And Mike kind of set that standard during his heyday of excellence.
Yeah, and you go back to George Knudsen, he was quite the character, but many people thought he was just a fabulous golfer and an underachiever.
Just to stay at 20 under. It was at 16 that she made a crucial par putt yesterday, a long one. It kept that round going coming in. And right now, no such trouble. 2 holes to play to close it out at 20 under.
2, 1. The tee at the 17th, Brooke Henderson. Just a moment ago.
Oh, that was struck nice up the left side, holding its line, needs a good bounce.
Yeah, kick back into the fairway. Dogleg from right to left, and you get further down the hole.
If you could finish a little left of the eye would be good, because then I would probably stay in the fairway.
Tee shot was a little earlier, as we said. Now the second shot. Is it green light special here, Jerry?
Well, it's on the edge of her capability. 242 the front, 268 hole, but staying to her true nature, staying aggressive, hitting 3-wood. Said she hasn't figured out this hole in 3 days. Maybe today's the day.
Yeah, good shot.
Oh, that's excellent line. It's going to be short and right of the green, but in the fairway.
Yeah, well done. If Brooke goes par-par, Angel Yin needs eagle birdie.
What a day it's been. Some highlight moments, though. Our innovative shot of the day, presented by UL. Tee shot here at 15, par 3, 125 today, Judy.
There's that look where she is following the flight of the ball and she knows it's good.
Make the putt to get it to 20 under. What a run on this back 9. She hasn't backed off a bit. Innovative shot of the day presented by UL. Even on that last shot, I mean, she went after it.
You know, there are some players that don't play well trying to protect. In fact, most players don't play well trying to protect. But there's a sensible way to be aggressive. And if you're playing well enough, you can do that.
I can think of a certain final hole at Carnoustie that might disagree with that one year, but that's a little different story.
For sure.
I mean, but it is what you're trying to balance.
Yeah,
right?
Playing smart, aggressive golf is hard to do if you're not really playing well.
Yeah.
No, right this one.
Angel Yin laid it up.
Yeah, I think you're right at it.
Yeah.
McCaddy says go right at it. She needs to hold this, really, if she's going to have a chance.
Yeah, drove into some deep right rough. Good shot to get it out of that to here. 111 to the hole.
It's a good yardage. I think it's a little easier than the touch and feel shot.
Best she can do is a birdie. Makes Brooke's task easier. Still a really good week for Angel Yin. Be a confidence boost.
Final hole of the tournament for Sung Hyun Park.
Very impressive golf game. This is pasted down the center of the fairway.
It sure is.
Wow.
Who are these people and why do we know them?
Those golf balls, all three, all the way out there. Rolex Women's World Golf Ranking. She will maintain that top spot, as Tom said. And look how close it is. Arya Jutanagarn had a chance, but she just dropped out of the top spot. In B not here this week. Cho Yeon-yu the same. Lexi didn't make it to the weekend. And Brooke Henderson, 14th in the Rolex Women's World Rankings. Humboldt Broncos, of course, that tragedy close to here. 16 young people losing their lives in the wreck.
Elena Sharp, Canadian Elena Sharp, did her part this week to support Humboldt. Carried a beautiful bag that was made just for that.
And donating that after the event.
Yeah, close to home for a lot of the Canadian players who grew up playing different sports, traveling, just like those young folks were doing in Humboldt, to different games. And Brooke put her hockey career behind her and moved on to golf, coached by her father, Dave, and he's done a pretty good job, hasn't he?
There's a lot about what she does that's unique to Brooke, but none of it's necessarily wrong. It just may not be exactly what you would teach. Ball striking is the part of the game that has always, since childhood, been her strength.
It's kind of a similarity to Jim Furyk in that regard, Judy. Taught by his dad his whole career. Any other teacher would have tried to change things. I think a lot of teachers would have tried to change Brooke's swing, but it's what works for her, and she knows it so well.
Well, and people would kind of wonder and want to pick apart this idea of gripping so far down in the club with every club in your bag. But it's what she does, it's what gives her feel, and you put together a great competitor with feel.
But you might want to change attending the flag.
That one I don't quite understand, but you know what? They're making it work.
Good look at birdie for Brooke. She's doing what she needs to do. No point risking anything. We've got a 3-shot lead. Angel Yin will need to hole out at best on 18 to force a playoff. And Brooke's going to give herself a chance at birdie. Take a look at her career wins on the LPGA Tour, including a major championship when she beat Lydia Ko in a playoff at Sahali. And she won in very difficult conditions in New Zealand last year. And she said that was a turning point for her to be able to win on a sort of links-like golf course. And in the future, that will help her at the Women's British Open. The conditions were miserable over there, and she battled away and won. And when you look at the record of her winning, she grabs the tournament by the scruff of the neck and just goes for it. I mean, you look at when she won in 2015, she won by 8 shots for her first win, the Cambia Portland Classic. And she beat Lexi in 2017 at the Maya. She beat Stacey Lewis 2016 at the Cambia. This year she won by 4 Lotte, and in New Zealand we were talking about that, she won by 5, and then she won against Ko in that playoff. So when you look at all her victories, she didn't just scoot over the line. I mean, she went out there and won, and that's exactly what she's done here. She's got a lot of heart, a lot of guts. Now Angel Yin is to get to 18 under and within 2.
Right up against the fringe of the green, which might be a little concerning, although she does pick the putter up quite quickly on the backstroke.
Jerry, this is her best performance, really in the spotlight. I think, other than she played well at the Solheim Cup matches, but this is a great experience for her, and she's been playing well in recent weeks. But I think this is going to give her some confidence, even though it may not be a win.
Well, one thing she can rest assured to tell herself, she didn't lose this tournament. Just like Tom says, Brooke has just gone out and pretty much dominated today.
Ridiculous tee shot here at 18 for Park, now her second.
292, Terry. Just 72 to the hole.
And almost no run.
No run.
Remarkably consistent.
She is deserving of that #1 spot in the Rolex World Rankings, even though her stats would say an average player in most senses, but she knows how to make a score.
Nasa Hataoka for birdie at the 17th. Trying to drop in. Not been her Sunday. Level par for the day. It's not going to get it done. And started the day just one shot back of the lead. Had a great chance to win for the second time this year. And now Henderson to make that walk down the 72nd hole just a little bit easier. For a 4-shot lead with 1 to play. Excitement for those folks that she had to just back away. Just a 5 at the 17th. But it'll be a 3-shot lead, most likely, when Angel Yin knocks that in, assuming she does. That was so close to dropping. Well, they are celebrating here this week at the CP Women's Open. Good week for the Brooke Henderson bobblehead. 1 hole away from winning.
So, a look down on this final tee. Brooke Henderson trying to close it out at 20 under and up by 3.
Do you have any doubts, Terry?
Almost dead center. And certainly a deep breath, even prior to that tee shot, I think, but especially now. Short time to go. Sunghyun Park finishing up at 18. They're not going to get there, but the #1 player playing well again. Live look at the second on the way for Angel Yin.
Good shot. Oh, I thought that would release for Angel. But all in all, as Judy said, tremendous week to build upon.
Judy, you know, players in this game of golf, when they're little kids, they're out there and they're making a putt, a 4-footer to win a major championship. And it goes through your mind so often. For her, I think she would have been on that putting green imagining that 4-footer to win this championship. Earlier this week, she called it her 6th major, but maybe means more than anyone.
Well, the country's been so good to her.
I mean, ideally 58, that gives them 9 years release. 58's a perfect number. And I would feel like
Jerry, your turn. What do you feel out there?
Well, the reception walking up this fairway just made the hair on my neck stand up. It was chilling, actually. 30 deep on the left on the hill, 20 deep everywhere else. And all these people are fans of golf. Proud Canadians have been waiting for this moment for a long, long time. What a beauty.
In style right to the end. Let's listen in.
Even I'm enjoying the walk.
Canadian fans, Canadian players like Rory Kane gathering around this green at 18 to watch a Canadian actually win the CP Women's Open. We told you it hasn't happened since 1973. Every year we come to this event and they say maybe it's this year, and they have hope. In the first couple of rounds, one might play very well and you start to believe, but it has not happened. Even when Brooke Henderson had a course record 63 on Saturday last year and they came by the thousands, this time around it's going to happen.
She's clearly one of the best people, one of the best players in sports today.
And a player like Nasa Hataoka and Angel Yin, 19-year-old, to experience this, yes, you're competing against Brooke Henderson, but on some level you are in admiration and enjoying it too.
Yeah, and so you have felt pressure this whole time with her because the crowds are big and because people who play sports, people who play golf really respond to crowds. I mean, you see people do things you really can't believe they did sometimes, and they usually don't do it on Tuesday. They do it in front of a big crowd. So the crowd plays a part in the story that ends up being the story of a player.
And looking at Brooke Henderson, and you got to believe throughout the day today and through the week, both of her grandfathers came to mind too. It's been a tough summer. She lost both of them, had to leave the U.S. Women's Open, got home. One of her grandfathers died of cancer that Friday. I'm sure they are both on her mind. Hataoka for birdie.
She is in, and this look forward to the rest of the year.
Years old.
And you know, we may see Angel Yin and Brooke Henderson do this again and again and again. Jutarn and Sung-Hyun Park and a couple of others, maybe Lexi Thompson, her again. It's the immediate future looks really good.
And oh, but for a few extra putts last couple of days for Angel Yin, what might have been and what will be.
I tell you, you know, she said it once in an interview. She said, "Come watch," and that's how she makes you feel when you talk to her every day.
So the 4 days are over for the two 19-year-olds in that final group. 72 for Nasa Hataoka. Entirely Brooke Henderson stage. For Canadian fans, and the dream is now a reality for Brooke Henderson.
Dad's out there with the champagne.
It's all right on this day.
Those two went to Rio together, Elena Sharp. Canadian national team and their program brought all of these girls along the way. It's a terrific program.
And Jerry Foltz is going to get into the mix here.
This feels like a bit like a Solheimer Ryder Cup, a celebration the likes of which I've never seen at a regular tour event. Brooke Henderson, you talked about this perhaps being your 6th major. Those who know you best say it probably higher than that. Certainly the one you've dreamt about the longest. Does the reality live up to the dream?
It's amazing. Just surreal. You know, the crowds here have been so amazing all week, and to finish it off like the way I did is really a dream come true.
Has to be one of the more emotional wins of your career, not only because what this tournament represents to you, your family, and your country, but also with what your family has been through this year.
Yeah, for sure. It's been a really tough year, so to get this for my family and just for whole Canada, I'm really happy. Sorry.
Congratulations.
Oh, Canada, indeed, Judy Rankin.
Yeah, you bet. And when I talked all day long about the competitive bubble you put yourself in, you just saw it get to go away, and all that emotion that's been pent up while she really did her job, she let it go there for a minute.
The dreams, the emotions, the pressure, the expectations. Yeah, it's great to have thousands out there walking the fairway with you, supporting you. Christy Curran, part of that celebration right there too. But you know, if you don't get it done, you're letting them down, or at least you feel that way inside. And to do what she did today, 7 under on the round, to birdie the last hole in style, winning it here in Regina. Wow. Proud title sponsor of the Canadian Pacific Women's Open. By Volvic Vivid, the world's best-selling matte finish golf balls. Volunteers of America, helping America's most vulnerable. And by Prudential, official financial services provider of the LPGA.
Cat and Jack down, starting at $8 all season long.
So overall, big picture-wise, Judy, the race to the CME Globe. And what this means, Ariya Jutanugarn leading the way, but Brooke Henderson jumps up 5 spots to the number 2 spot. Important to be near the lead there, too, and be in control of things. If you win down there, you win. In the top 5, that's true for once we get to Naples. All right, some of the highlights from Brooke Henderson earlier today at 5 to get it to 15 under.
Yeah, the middle of the front 9, 4, 5, 6, 7. Pretty tough holes, and she really got things going right there.
Because remember, she birdied the opening hole, gave one right back, and then got one at 5, and the second shot here at 6. And we got used to that throughout the day, too.
Yeah, her short iron and wedge play was superb.
And he just kept waiting for an opening somehow for someone to make a move, and she just never allowed anyone in.
I think she and her sister were in their own little world most of the day. I think they had a job to finish.
I'd like to get in that world. sometime and be that focused on this, because you had to be today with all the distractions and the people and the movement, pressure. Approach after approach, leading the birdies. That run of 4 straight, 19 under at this point on the tee at 15.
Pitching wedge there at 15. She knew it was good the way she watched the flight of the ball.
Would make the putt to get it to 20 under, and then she came to 18. Beautiful drive. Only had 69 yards left. And it just got louder and louder. As enjoyable a walk and final putt for birdie to close it out. 7 under today, 21 under for the 4 days. And the win, 4-shot victory for the player out here. I mean, to see her get this done in Canada today is pretty special.
Yeah, just to put yourself in that position for a minute. Put yourself in the position of doing anything, whether it's work-related or sports-related or whatever. The thing that you want the very most. And you, over 4 days, just kind of put the puzzle together, and you never flinch. You never flinch over 4 days. You do just what you need to do each day, and it culminates with that walk up the 18th hole.
Because you're asked about it every day. In fact, from the time that you get here on the property, people are all over you asking about what would it mean to win this event, and you answer those questions every single year, too, when you come here.
Right, and she had answered them for a number of years coming here. She had a little brush with it last year, very near her hometown. But she came in with a little different mindset, I think, and she came in with her game in great shape. She shot 63 last Sunday in Indianapolis, and she played 4 strong rounds here.
That's a good point, because she knew coming here that she had her game. She had enough game to win here, and she came in with great confidence. One thought about Angel Yin and what she did here this week, maybe her best finish, and that week playing in the last group, getting a sense of all of this, what it means to be in front of thousands. I think this might go a long way.
Yeah, well, I think the people who have gotten to know her a little bit, I have gotten to know her a little bit, you get a great kick out of watching her play and watching the way she plays and her personality. She had a chance to go the other way this week. There were 3 or 4 occasions where things were going the wrong way, and each time she picked herself up and got it back together. And that's what I think is going to be important. I also think it's important that she got to play with Brooke Henderson, that she played with all those people. And you know what? These are great fans. They respected every good golf shot.
Going to leave you with one final thought. I don't know who brought the bobblehead in the booth. It's mine now. It's going to be worth something. It's a special week. Brooke Henderson with the win, a 65 in this final round here in Regina to close it out at the CP Women's Open. Special, special win, not only for her, but all of the fans who came out here over the course of the week. Wasn't easy today. It was cool, bordering on cold, and you had rain, so it wasn't real comfortable, but they were out here in full force, and they were loud throughout the afternoon.
Every day was different this week. So even though you might have thought the scores were low and this looked a little bit easy, nothing easy about it.
First day and a half was great. It was 90 degrees.
The first day was an easy day to play golf. It was sunny, it was warm, there was no wind, which is a rarity in Regina, but just seriously, I give the players all kinds of credit for this kind of scoring.
Canby Portland Classic, that's where we go next. Opening round comes your way Thursday at 7 o'clock Eastern Time. Sunghyun Park still the #1 player in the Rolex rankings, and Area Jutanagar #2, but Brooke Henderson moving up the list in the CME Globe and getting that win here in Canada. Jude, we're going to do 2 days in a week in a row.
I know. I'm looking forward to Portland.
2 weeks in a row. See you, everybody. What a day in Canada.
Cooler temperatures and overcast skies on Championship Sunday at the Boeing Classic final round at the club at Snoqualmie Ridge outside of Seattle. Whit Watson alongside Lanny Watkins, and the early story is 53-year-old